In this video, I'm going to go over how to edit the F9 drop-down menu options, which you'll see all over in Crystal. A good example of them is in the Exam tab. This is usually a tab that people want to modify to put in their abnormalities and also their normals for each of the segments, OD and OS. So by now you should have watched the intro or the basics of editing, so let's go ahead and we'll go right into edit. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get the field number for the fields that we want to modify the drop-down menu in. We're going to start with the adnexa. So that's number 281. So let's go there. There we are. And what we have here is we have the current list of the drop-down menus, which if we need to modify them, we can just highlight a row and double-click it and modify it as needed. There we go. You can organize your drop-down menu by using the up and down arrows, or buttons rather, or the alphabetical button. Okay, if you wanted to remove anything, you can definitely just click remove. Okay, so some of your tabs are going to have a Shift F8 button. If it doesn't have it, you can turn that on by making sure this box is checked off. When you click Shift F8, what is going to happen is Crystal is going to look to each of your fields that have a drop-down menu, and it's basically going to populate the very first option that you have in the F9 keys. So if you don't want anything to populate, you can add a blank space and just move it right to the top. So you would just click Add, click OK, and then you can move it up to the top. Or if you would like something to populate, you can put in an option and then move that up to the top. Okay, so that's good to know. Now, if you'd like to make your F9s consistent, or if you'd like to copy the F9 options from one field to the other, you can do that by coming down to the additional options section and clicking copy, and then going to the field you'd like to paste those into and click paste. Okay, so that's super basic as far as F9s go. So we'll pretty much leave it at that for basic things. But there is one other thing that I wanted to go over, which is the contact lens section. So let me actually get out of edit mode for this because I'd like to show you something. Okay, so in the contact lens trial tab, we have manufacturer and we have series. So we should have a drop-down menu for each of those. So there is a way in Crystal, so that way you don't have to go in and edit each individual manufacturer and series field. You can have them pull from a default list. And the default list controls or can control the manufacturer and the series in any one tab that you have your contact lens listed in. And it's also where you set the drop down menu in the prescription tab. Okay, so we obviously want to keep those consistent and have the same drop-down menus for all of the contact lens sections. So what we're going to do is go into Admin and then Defaults. And from the drop-down menu, we're going to select the Contact RX defaults. And then you can modify this list as needed. Okay, you've got your alphabetical button here, or you can move them up and down just like you do for the F9s actually. So there's that. Manufacturer and series material is for like the RGP or specialty contact lens. Notes is the notes field for the notes on your prescription. Okay, so those are the four that you're going to use the most. The RX names is going to be on the prescription. You've got four different options for contact lenses. So I think you can actually have more if you wanted to add, but that's pretty basic. Okay, in the records section again, I'm going to show you how you can actually program the contact lens manufacturer and series fields to pull from that admin default drop-down menu. So let's go back into edit mode. Okay, we'll minimize this for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get one of the manufacturer fields, 1798. And instead of creating the drop-down menu for the F9s, we're actually going to click this off, which says use defaults for F9s. And then we can choose if we want it to pull from the manufacturer, series, materials, or notes. These ones down here you don't actually have to worry about for now. I would say these ones are the only ones that you're probably going to use. So we'd obviously click manufacturer since that's a manufacturer field. And then you can go to all of your other manufacturer fields and use the defaults for F9s there for the manufacturer and for the series as well. Okay, so there's that. For the prescription tab, you don't actually need to do anything here. This is always automatically going to pull from the admin default section. And I think that's about all I have for F9s. Thanks for watching.